Oh, it's a good snap, Matt. Everyone ready? I think we are. Buenos tardes! You join us on this festive Monday night for the first Monday night primetime of the season as we head to the Reale Arena or Anoeta in San Sebastián. Real Sociedad versus AS Roma. Two sides hovering in that dangerous middle ground. The playoff sneakers in what's shaping to be a long, chaotic and downright unhinged UL season. Let's start with the hosts. Sociedad are no strangers to the spotlight. They still own the second greatest underdog run in Ultimate League history, reaching the final back in 2022 before narrowly dodging relegation the year after. They rebounded last season to reach the playoffs, but it was short-lived. A brutal 4-0 exit at Inter in Milan. This year, the mission is simple. Be horrible to play against. Dig in, scrap, frustrate. They've turned draws into a survival tool, and even last week at the Etihad, they went down swinging in a 3-2 loss to Man City, thanks to that man right there, Mr. Sociedad, Mikel Oyarzabal. Roma, meanwhile, are chasing ghosts. The Gladiators peaked early, quarterfinalists in the inaugural UL season before being knocked out by Spurs, and since their return in 2023, it's been a stretch of mid-table purgatory. This campaign started brightly with a statement 2-0 win over Juventus, but consistently vanished just as quickly. Their next victory didn't arrive until a last-gasp moment against Villarreal, part one of a brutal home doubleheader that ended with Spurs dismantling them 4-1 last Monday. Tonight feels big, not must win, but don't you dare lose. Sociedad in a 4-1-4-1. Carlos Soler and Brias Mendes open in the midfield, Kubo on the wing, and Mikel Oyarzabal as the 10. As for Roma, it's a 3-4-2-1. Dybala and Sula occupy the centre attacking mid-roles. Dov big pushes Evan Ferguson out of the 11. Selick and Wesley occupy the left-hand side and right-hand side channels. There we go then. Sociedad in their classic white and blue stripes. Roma in that mistakable deep red. Game on. Is Oyarzabal ready to start things off?
To crank up the volume a bit.
What are we on now? No, we're on 15. 16 even. So it should get loud. Final match of week 7. Vala says for Dovic, and he is steaming forward. Drawing the save from Alex Ramiro, who's been a stalwart in that Sociedad goal since their beginning in this league in 2021. Still delivers. Caught by Ramiro. Towards Hermoso. This is Manu Kone. This is towards the ball now. Ever so dangerous. Once again, Sociedad are not going to be broken down that easily. There's the ball now towards Soler. There's the 1-2 from Kubo. He runs into a bit of trouble with Mancini. Cristante, Robert Captain's been caught napping there. This is Borenskaya. And Oyarzabal, what a stop! That came from out of nowhere, and so did the save for Miles Villa. Oh, we need a second replay of that. That's magnificent. Yeah, I've done him dirty there. Terrible corner by Sociedad. Celik and towards Dovbyk. And it sets free Sule. He could score here. And a great save from Reale to deny him. Roma corner coming up. Okay, they get the high motion that one. To be fair, great reaction time. But I think we just got to look at that Sphere save it as well. I mean, that came literally a minute after, before actually. So that's the end. Here's the cross. It's an immediate volley, and look at that for a save. I think if we go into hyper motion here, we can see it perfectly here. This is what we should have seen. Yeah, that's magnificent. And this is especially my favourite feature of this game so far. It's a blast in the past when you do a goalkeeper career mode, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programme. Dybala. Flicked on by Mancini and away by Mendes. I think it goes with Roma. There's Manu Kone. Sula's ball. I mean, it's ambitious, but there's no way Ramiro's going to drop that one. Golochka. Chips it forward for Baranskaya. It will nearly be a corner, but it will be picked up by Sphere. And also with a big block to keep it with Roman possession. Manu Kone, we saw what he can do at Gladbach for 2 years before heading off to Roma in 2024. Honestly, quite an underrated footballer. Sole. Pushed away. So UL champion with PSG in 2023. I'll never forget that memory. Dybala. Goes out to Aaron Buru. Sociedad work it well. Soler, this is Sergio Gomez coming in from left back. Rez Mendes holding it up. Skorochka, and also ball again. There he is. Trying to find Soler. It's not to be. Again, Roma's defence sturdy for the moment. Question is, can it hold? Being trapped in their own final third. Sociedad hoping to exploit it. Down this left hand side. Now Aaron Buru switching the play. Here's Briaz Mendes. And now Kubo. And hastily smashed clear by Roma. It's still not over with. The wave of pressure from Sociedad. As a full Oyarzabal, crowds on their feet, but Ndika puts a stop to that immediately. Well, not to Wesley. Kone, the triangle works to get it further, but then they just sort of revert that progress by themselves. Now they go forward. Here's Artem Dovbyk, got plenty of options. One of them is Wesley, can't miss him. Especially with them blonde locks. And for Dybala, the shot is immediately blocked on the volley. And Sociedad could line things up here on the counter as Takafus Kubo using his pace. Into Oyarzabal. Looking for Carlos Soler. And again, Hermoso. Quite the threat. And Mancini. Oh, Ndika goes. Well, the referee does not think that he got the ball there. I certainly think he did. It looks like he might have just got the Sociedad captain just before. It's a penalty here on Primetime. Soyozabal, he's at the post! And that would have been his 5th goal of the season and he scored. Unreal. What a moment in this game. Roma with a massive, massive let-off. It's Selig now, they could capitalise on it. It's towards Sule. Dovbyk chase it forward, looking for Kone on the header. And that's going nowhere. I mean, with that sort of opportunity from the captain, you would expect the net to bulge, but no, the post denies Sociedad from the spot. Arambu plays himself into trouble. Oh, very hesitant, however, and looking to capitalise. It's a relentless Sociedad press. At least then win the ball back. Back and forth we go. Arambu. This is Soler. Chipping it forward for Oyozabal, but easily for Miles Villa. Now, Dybala. Kone again. Excellent work in the midfield by Brias Mendes. Instrumental in that 2024-25 season. And here's Oyozabal. Trying to put it in himself. And easily held to by Sevilla. They go again. Gorolchka now. Mendes, Oyozabal, a second chance, and that one straight at the goalkeeper again. And again, oh, hang on a minute. Again, it's really sloppy play from Roma. They can't get out of their own half. Branchke just allowed to just stand off. This is Brias Mendes. And Dicker already on a yellow card. Does not want to be the third sending off of the season. No, the fourth sending off of the season. Here's Dovbyk now. Dybala, surely now. Through on goal. Great save. A huge swing there for Manuel Zamiro. He's not been tested as of late. But a big call to action on his part there. And it goes, and the corner is immediately saved. Or immediately held. Gorolchka. As well. Dropping deep. This is Takefusa Kubo! Oh, that had venom. But somehow Sevilla was equal to it. And we go into the break with the scores somehow level. Well, Oyozabal has been his normal self. He's got 5 shots off. But none have been able to hit the target, especially one from the penalty spot where he smashed the bottom of the left up post. 6 shots to 7. Don't make me say it. 3.3 to 0.7 XG. That is interesting from Real Sociedad. don't know if I agree with that sort of stat. But nevertheless, it's not been the most exciting of matches. Look at who's performing well. Barely anyone from Roman's side, apart from the goalkeeper. Spiller, who is on course for a 10, it looks like. 4 saves and, well, I mean, they might even help him out with a penalty there. Dovbyk not really seeing much of the ball. As for Sociedad, wow, he has well as on a 5.8, Jesus. He's on a 4 shooting, what? That's crazy. Anyway, Brias Mendes and for some reason Bonchke is there. Nice way of play. We've not really seen much of him. We've seen him play down the left-hand side, but that's about it, to be honest. He's only got 6% of the possession. Interesting. Anyway, second half is underway. Now it is. Shh. Dybala. Cristante. Not so much of the Roma captain in these attacks. It's mainly been sourced out through Manu Kone. Ozabal. Looking for Soler onside. No, it looks like he's off actually. Yeah. Great offside shot there by Roma. Not going to can anyway. Spill out to the rescue. I'm just going to help him out there. He looked very stuck. I'm only going to interfere in matches when it's necessary. And no, I do not mean from I feel bad for the losing team sort of. Gorochka. Ozabal. Towards Boranskaya. This is Ozabal. Has some space. Soler. Roma relentless with shotting them out. But the ball. Oh my God! 0 shots, 1 goal. Angeli Boranskaya scores from a near impossible angle. There's no way you made that. It's a low cross, and Spinner just gets it all wrong. It's drilled goalwards, and he's parried it onto the post over the line before he could save it again. What in the world just happened? And technically that will be another ball assist, I'm pretty sure. 52 minutes gone, the deadlock's broken, and Sociedad 1, Roma 0. That came from absolutely nowhere. And now Roma once again playing from behind. And it could get even worse here as they look a bit open at the back. Mendes over the top. And that one's going to be held by the keeper. Well, better than the last cross. Or a sub requested by Gasparini. Was his ball over the top. And it's going to be where we see our first change of the night. Celik off. El Shaarawy on, so he's going to be debuting on the right hand side. We're seeing the veteran on the left. Dybala with some defensive duties. Now Dovbyk. We've not really seen much him get on the ball as of late, and that is exactly why he just passed the ball straight back. Another sub requested by Roma. They are in desperate need of turning this game around. Don't want to suffer a fourth loss in 6. Sula. And now Cristante. Smashing in towards Zubeldia. That's going to be a corner. Looks like Sula's going to be coming off for Lorenzo Pellegrini. Now that seems to make a bit more sense here because they are lacking a bit of bite up front. It's going to be Wesley to take the corner. It's for Mancini over the top. And that's going to be a double change for Sociedad. Grochko and Martin make way for Herrera and Saratakar. I saw him for Lyon, I'm pretty sure. And then Herrera, we have also seen him score against Barcelona at the Nou Camp. Soler. Cristante, there's the tackle that we need. Emoso. Towards Kone. Kone driving forward. That's the Dovbyk. And again, Dovbyk just looks to pass back all the time, really. He's not really threatened to go forward at all, the Ukrainian. Real shadow of himself from last year. You have to wonder, if he doesn't start scoring soon, when does Evan Ferguson get the starting role back? Wesley. That's 1-2 with Manu Kone. And we'll find Kone again, who will go for goal, and that is easily saved by Vermeero. They have a lot of power though from the Ivorium. I should say. Here's Herrera. Ozdabal. Soler. This is now Brias Mendes twisting, turning, trying to find something. Herrera. Ozdabal. Soler has the lane. Hits the bar. And it's away by Roma in the nick of time by Indica. Goodness me. That's twice they've been denied by the frame of the goal. And Dybala. What can he do here? 1-2 with Kone, but Aaron Brew. Great defensive play from him. Game's opened up a lot now. Gomez swings it wide for Kubo. Herrera. Mendes. This is Soler and Indica with a careful challenge. That's 20 to go. Dovbyk flicks it on for Dybala, but Kubo. Where in the world did he even come from? So requested again by both teams. As we head towards 15 minutes left. Soler, there's the ball. Could he get it? It's blocked and into the hands of Spiller. Manu Kone. Paul Dybala. Again, Kone. Very influential. And he looks to play through Lorenzo Pellegrini. Brilliant save. From point blank almost. An unreal stop there from Alex Romero. Keeping his team in the lead. It's away by Zubeldia. We've not seen much of him in this game. And Heleno just come on, and also saw the captain's armour from Brian Cristante. Oh, we're being pushed back into their own half here by Sociedad. What is happening here? The further they're going back, you do realise you guys are 1-0 behind. Deary me. All that progress and momentum has just been stifled by themselves. They're working it well though. But Sociedad now have nearly 10 players behind the ball, and now they can advance on the counter. More subs being requested from Ignacio. Bala. Here's Dovbyk. Big chance now. Surely! Stopped again. A second big smother of the game there from Alex Amiro. And my goodness, was it needed. The ball delivers for Mancini again, away by Zubeldia once more. Angelino. In towards Dovbyk. Has a lane. This is now Wesley. And Dovbyk. Unable to find any support. Now 5 minutes left until stoppage time. Kubo delivers. For the new strike force there of Oskarsson and Martin. Pellegrini. Dybala. Good control. Chips there again for Dovbyk, but Zubeldia will win that one. And Roma again unable to force any threat towards Sociedad. And Dybala. Darting forward. Arumbu chasing. Dovbyk. Can he find anyone in Clara in the box? He can for Manu Kone! Who didn't really have much time to get that header off. How much stoppage time we're looking at? Only 2 minutes. That is definitely doable from Sociedad. They just have to keep the ball away from anyone that isn't in blue and white. And because they're all the way down the pitch, this looks like it's game over. Kubo. Oskarsson to seal it. Straight at the keeper. And I don't think in 15 seconds they're going to get there in time. Especially when they roll the ball out like that. It's a tough one to swallow this, but it is another defeat for AS Roma. As Real Sociedad claim a vital win on prime time. Through the most unlikeliest of goals. Definitely one of the strangest strikes of this season. I mean, 0 total attempts from Borinska, and he's scored somehow. Final score, Real Sociedad 1, Roma 0. It was a tight, gritty affair, but it ends with the home side taking all 3 points. And to be honest, we're surprised it wasn't 2-0. Well, it seems that Roma had a much better second half than Sociedad did, but only one managed to put the ball over the line. Oh, it's Marion, my bad. Alex Amiro keeping the minute, and he will take man of the match honours, even with a 7.6. Huh. Seems like no one's been given the assist there. I think that's kind of harsh. I want to go through the goal again, you know. I want to see how this even came to be. Oh, so it wasn't actually Oswald. It was Sergio Gomez. So he's crossed it from here. He sees Villa come off his line. Has he tried catching him out on purpose here? It is a real possibility, and it's worked to perfection just. I mean, that is close. By all standards. Fans seem to know what was going on. I mean, how do you even look at hypermotion here? I don't know how you can. And the Bayern Skea, man the match winner, winner, with the most stupidest thing I've seen on Primetime this year. Jesus. Oh yeah. Anywho, so that will wrap up week 7. Let's have a look and see the Ultimate League table. In the bottom 3, it is 2 Italian teams in Napoli and on goal difference, by the way. And AC Milan joining Newcastle at the bottom, 3-2-1. Wow, how symmetrical that is. Manchester United dropped to 25th, the worst goal difference in the league, and rightfully so. Dortmund as well are struggling with 5 losses out of 7, as well as, of course, Aston Villa, who seems to be in the similar predicament. I'm pretty sure they are the lowest scoring team in the league. They've managed to hit the back of the net twice. And that all comes from Yuri Tielemans. Let's have a look and see here. Yeah, Fenerbahce and Galatasaray, they're having identical seasons. Galatasaray with 5 draws from 7 and 0 goal difference. So, I don't know what's going on there. Real Madrid dropped outside of the playoff spots with their 4th loss in the opening 7. Despite having a much superior goal difference to those above. Let's see, Benfica. Lazio have climbed immediately. They were 32nd in match week 32. They are now 17th with 3 wins on the bounce. Ever so climbing. Bilbao back into where they belong. But I think the big talking point here has to be Sporting Lisbon. I mean, just what they are rivaling. They're only a point behind Liverpool. But in terms of goals scored and goals against, they are level completely. The 19 and 4, both number 1 seeds have that 15-point goal differential as well. I'm pretty sure, that is the best in the league. That's actually crazy. And the thing is, though, Sporting Lisbon are not one of only 4 sides still unbeaten, that being, of course, the champions Liverpool. Barcelona in 3rd, creeping behind them 1 point below. PSG as well. Their 3 draws have held them back. 15 points still, though, the Parisians. And, of course, Tottenham, who are clicking into 2nd gear right now. They currently sit in 8th. 4 draws keeping them away from any further places. And let's have and see who these teams have next, obviously. Let's start with Roma. They will... Oh, that's Arsenal, you idiot. There we go. They will have a quite favourable matchup against Borussia Dortmund in Rome. That is next Monday at 4 o'clock. As for Real Sociedad, they should have a match, I believe, away. Here, they should have back-to-back matches. And they do. Yes, Newcastle at St James's Park, and then Atletico Madrid in the Reale Arena Metropolitano. So, that will do it for me, as we say adios from San Sebastián.